we go. My camera was up. Hello! Oh, new follower right away. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Critique Stream. Yay! Are we excited? I'm excited. How's everyone doing? We're back at it again. I'm ready for this. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. So if you guys missed yesterday's stream, I did mention that I wanted to bring these streams back in a way, but they're not going to be as crazy as the old ones. So I want to bring, obviously for January, I'm planning to stream at least once a week for these critique streams, but then starting February, it's going to be a once a month thing. So right now there's a channel just for January critiques. If I don't get to you during January and you submit something there, don't worry. I'll probably start at the end of this. I'll start wherever I left off in February in that channel. So if you post it in that channel now and you think I'm not going to get to it, I will get to it. But I'll probably be making a new channel in the future. Or I might just convert the January one to a new name and just delete the ones that I have already critiqued just to keep it nice and clean. So that's probably what will happen, is I'll just convert the January critique channel in the Discord to the regular critique channel. And then it will become a monthly thing, which is fun. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited to have him back. I'm excited to be back in some way. How's everyone's New Year? You guys, good New Year. Only day 2 of the New Year, but starting off strong here. So, if you have never been to a critique stream before, I like these to be interactive. So, while I always will have things to say, because it's my job to have things to say, if you in chat have input you would like to add that maybe adds to what I'm saying, or maybe I missed something and you have your own interpretation, I love hearing it. It's a group effort here. That's how critiques work when you're in a school, when you're at a workplace. Critiques are a group effort. So please don't be afraid to jump in with your own things to say. Also, let me know if the music is too loud. I can't really tell on my end. Ooh, someone's got a heated blanket and a new game. That sounds lovely. I wish I was you right now. So, if you don't know about where to find these and you want to submit your own art, the link to my Discord is actually right below. If you scroll down, there's a link to my Discord, and that is where you can submit. Join the Discord, should be right there. There's also some rules, listed, basic things to know. I do have to edit it because submissions are not currently closed. I'm going to delete that right now. There we go. Because submissions are not closed anymore. Isn't that crazy? Okay. Well, it no longer says that. Yeah, so they're just, if you have some general thoughts, do it in there. Will the character critiques be back? So if you want an OC critique, you can throw that into the regular critique. I'm basically combining everything together. So anything you want critique on, so if you want character design critique, when you post it in the critique channel, you should write what you want critique on. So if it's on character design, just write character design. And it will happen during the normal critiquing times, just to make my life easier. Definitely, please, if you don't write a little thing with your posting, I won't I'll just think that means you want everything to be talked about. So I know people don't like that. So if you do only have specific things you want to be talked about, I will only talk about those things. So please specify. Otherwise, it's free game, and that can be scary for people. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. So, on the Discord, if you're there, there is a channel called the January Art Critiques. That is where I'm reading these from. I'll probably be updating that to just say art critiques when January is over. But I'm going to be going in order of posting. So, top down. We'll just go and makes it easier as we go. We may get some repeats, and that's okay because there was not that many submissions at first. So I was like, whatever, you can repeat yourself. I don't care. But yeah, so if you want to follow along, you can do so by going to the Discord and looking at the art closer because I'm probably going to zoom in a lot as we go through. So if you want to get a closer look at the art, you can do so in the Discord. With that out of the way, I don't have much more to say. Are you guys excited? Are you ready to do this? I'm ready. We're going to head right into it. Hold on. Let me just quickly... Can I do this? I'm just going to... Hold on. I'm reordering my panels literally right now as we sit here. Okay, that's good. There we go. Anyway, let's do this. So, beautiful. Da-da-da! The first one up is, hold on. Sorry guys, my computer's being funky. Can you move this? Oh my god, there's a lot of behind the scenes things happening right now. Okay, I think I did it. Alright, I did it. Okay, so the first one is submitted by user Crow, I believe. Yes. And here is the art for all of you to see. Drag it in, baby. Woo, big. Woo, big. Hold on. I gotta make it smaller. I gotta fit the page. Ba-bam. Alright. Oh, Crow's here. Awesome. I know, Crow's very active in the Discord. So I'm gonna read what they wrote. I'll read every time. I'll read what people wrote. It's a drawing of Jinx. It's ancient, like a year old now. That's not that old. But I've wanted a true and proper critique of it forever. Because, in my opinion, it's the best thing I've ever drawn, at least from a technical point of view. It took like 20 hours. Jesus Christ. That's a long time to work on one thing. Just for reference, I'm going to get a picture of Jinx on the screen. Oh, I want her from the Arcane. The show version of Jinx, right? Is this the show version of her? I'm just going to... I don't really know anything about Arcane, but okay, here's a picture just to reference. Sick. Was there anything specified? Crow, you're here. Was there any specific thing, or you just want like a free-for-all? What was it that you specifically wanted? Otherwise, I can usually, if I don't know what to talk about, I always just like default to anatomy. Free-for-all? Okay. Okay. Sick. Gotta name my layers. Okay. So I'm just gonna take a quick peek through here and look at what I'm noticing. So I like this for shortening here that you have. That's really nice right here. This hand. Good job. That's really well done. Okay, cool. So we got backlighting, which is very ironic because that was the last monthly challenge was backlighting. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna look at her character design. Yeah, I mean, it looks like her. Yeah. The outfit. The belts. Okay. I see it. I see what we were going for. Okay. So let's quickly... What I like to do to understand what's going on, I like to like trace the anatomy just like without all the accessories. It's also it's really important to like do this. This is how you should draw in a way that like removes all of the bits and bobs from your design. It'll help you see it better. Helps me all the fun details. Because sometimes when we start adding those fun details, but we don't have the structure yet, it looks wonky. That's why, like, it's really the reason why, like, people do nude model figure drawing, because it's harder to see what's going on under the clothes if the clothes are, like, super baggy and stuff like that. So understanding what we're working with is important. Let's do a little tracey trace. Warp, warp, warp. Is that line? It's like this line. And we got your belly button. Okay. I'm just gonna like do like a general outline of the eyes so I know. And we remove. Okay. So I will say, I think this bottom half looks really great. A+. I think what's happening is this top. Oh, and also this hand looks good. A+. Where I think it's getting a little funky is within the like torso head area. This section of it. It's getting. The perspective is getting a little lost, and some of the like proportions are a little off. I'm also wondering, where did this hand go? Where did the hand go? The whole arm just disappears. I feel as though I should at least see maybe it next to her somewhere doing something, or if it's like back here, then it should maybe be back more. It's just odd that it just comes, like the hand just is gone. The hand doesn't exist anymore. So, that's a thought. What I'm going to do is, just so we can see it better while I edit it, I'm going to boost the brightness. Just for now, I'm going to get rid of this at the end. But I want to be able to see this a little better. It's very dark. So, I want to make sure I know what I'm seeing, and then I'll just remove this later. So, what can we do to fix this? To make it good. Well, it is good. You know what I mean. To make it different. Wait, what am I doing? Drag all this over here. There we go. Okay. Perfecto. So, what I'm going to do is do another pass of the lines. This time I'm going to change where I'm going to, because I'm going to edit it. So I'll put things where it most likely will go. So let's start with the head, because this is the most obvious thing. I'm going to use a darker color. So head shape, let's define it first. So if I'm looking at the way her body is, it feels as though like it's kind of like the midline is a little over to the left, right? Because nothing is, like her chest is off to the left, but then this is in the center, but then this is to the left. So I think we got to make sure the head is also a little to the left. And the chin, actually, where you put this chin, it's already doing it. Like that chin should be where the center line is of the face. And then we just have to define that from there. I think her neck is a little too chonky. Also, if we look at her here, like her neck isn't like, you know, her neck isn't cuckoo crazy there. It'd be different if, you know, we're stylizing, but if we're stylizing, I mean, this show is pretty stylized already. So, The neck does start back there, right? But it would actually start a little more inside, because if you actually touch your own chin, you know, there's a gap between your chin and where your neck begins. And if she's looking over to the side, then you will see that gap, because it's not straight on. If it's straight on, it's different, because you won't see that gap, but this is not a straight on pose. And then again, you have her chest, which is good. May have to warp that a little bit over more, because I think it's more to the side, and then that belly button's got to come over a little bit. And then the legs, I said, were great. 8 plus legs. And I'm going to leave the hand alone, because the hand's good. Yes. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I accidentally clicked on that. Okay. Let's see. So the ear does connect here, but we'd need more skull back here on the top half in order to, like, make sure, you know, your ear is not all the way on the back of your head. There is some area left behind your ear for your brain to live. Your brain's got to go somewhere. And then her eyes, her face, her nose would be more over here, and then the eyeballs, we will move over here, and then the mouth, which I will warp. Okay, this is my guide. Guide, check. Now, the edit. Cool. Are y'all with me still? Haven't bored y'all yet? Alright, I'm gonna do this. Remove the features. So let's take out the eyeballs to their own layer. It's okay, you can flood chat, it's your art. Alright. Ooh. I'm just separating the pieces of anatomy in order to warp them to make my life easier. Okay. So what I'll do first is I'm actually gonna take the head and do this. Give it a cranium. Cranium. Give it a skull. Okay. I might have to move the hairline too. Is it in the middle of her head? It is in the middle of her head. So, oopsie. So the hairline actually probably be over more for following the middle. I know it looks really weird right now, guys. Just stay with me. There's a method to the madness. I'll fill it in. Okay. So let's do this. What do we got? We got eyeball 1. Let's do this. See, where's eyeball? This eyeball. Okay, this one first. So turn it a little more up here. Cool. Turn that one a little bit. I'm going to see. Ooh. Let's see if we can get it on that face a little. Okay, nose. Move that nose over. Put that on top. Okay. Yes, mouth. Yes, ear. No, wrong layer. Ear. I think the ear was actually, maybe just go up, because the the ear's gotta line up with the eyeball, right? Yes, it does. Okay. Sick. What do we got so far? Oh, I gotta bring that mouth down. It's hard to see it sometimes, but... Whoa, go away, crop. Okay. Let's, do a little warp as well. Okay, I'm gonna fill it in. I'm gonna fix it so it doesn't look so weird. So, one second. Alright, am I on normal brush? I am. So this is in here. And we got shadow and it's gonna be messy, but the point will get across. I hope. It's always messy at first. Okay. Oh, I gotta move the whole eyebrow. Forgot. That would help. Okay. I know. Wowie zowie. We got a face. We got something here. I might need to... Oops, wrong color. Can you click it? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I need to make this just a tad smaller to match that other eye. I think one eye looks a little bigger than the other. And not in a perspective way. Okay. Okay, so we moved her face over. Okay. Okay. Yay, we're getting somewhere. So maybe I might be off. It's hard to tell. But, you know, good enough. Okay. I also noticed she's cross-eyed a little bit, so let's fix that. She's looking two different directions. I think we gotta bring this down. Yeah, that's better. Okay, no more cross-eyed. Huzzah! We have a face. Okay. That was pretty much the most of it. I might warp the mouth just a bit as well. What was that? Alright. Whoopsie. I know she's supposed to have like a scary mouth. Scary grin. Just want to make sure the mouth is in the right place. It's hard to tell sometimes. Okay, I think this is pretty good for now. Obviously, it's a mess of a move. When you move things, nothing is shaded the same anymore. But we're getting there. Sick. Okay, and then I think the only thing I noticed too is this might need to get warped a bit up. Like that. Very subtle change can help. This is also going to change the neckline. Oh, and the neck itself. We gotta move. So what did my sketch look like? Okay. Oopsie, wrong color. So then we gotta have the neckline. You gotta think of things like cylinders. So you gotta think of the roundness of it. So that applies to like how like the necklace or the shirt line would be affected. I'm actually just gonna make this bigger. And then yeah, that arm, it's gotta be something there. I also am gonna move this just a tiny bit. Okay, yeah, so, let's see. What do we, I don't know what you want to do with that arm, but there should at least be an implication of arm. Whoopsie, I didn't mean to zoom. At least, because if you notice, if I was to draw a line from this, where this ends, and I was to go follow the direction, where the line is leading, it would go straight down. But there should be something in that spot. Whether it be a straight down though is the question. Probably not. Maybe she's like out more like this. I don't know. It's kind of up for you to decide, but I wouldn't leave it straight down. I wouldn't leave it empty because the hand does exist. So I'm not gonna like draw the whole hand because I don't got that time in my life. But if you were to revisit this, that other hand should be there because that's how you implied it. Otherwise, you have to move the shoulder back more and like imply that it's back here, right? So you have to follow. You should draw the thing even though it's getting blocked, basically, because right now, if I look at it, it's going straight down. So otherwise, it doesn't make sense otherwise. Does that make sense? Yes? Dealer's choice. Well, if you didn't want to deal with the arm, then you should have moved the whole shoulder back, which I can do right now, actually. But, yeah, because this line is leading it to believe that the arm is there, basically. So just move the line. So it's like back more, and then it will not exist anymore. Wild. I just stamped well. Beautiful. Woo. Okay. Yeah, I think that's great. I mean, your lighting's very good. That's not really much of the issue here. I am noticing I do need to bring this in now that I've moved the head. Noticing things. This is what happens. I'm like, I'm done, and then I'm not done. I'm never done. Pretend I did that right. Messiness, but okay. Okay. With that, I think it's time to look at the differences. Yes? Yes, are we ready? So we started here. We really talked anatomy here, and we had some great lower body stuff. Really good foreshortening here with this hand and the gun. That's an impressive gun. I hate drawing guns. Really nice lighting, which I may have ruined in my edit. I'm sorry. And then we just kind of moved everything around a little to fit the perspective a little better. And that's how we got here. So we started here. It's a very subtle shift. And it's here. Do, do. Do, do. I'll do a little zoom in for you guys. That's where we started. And this is where we got. And there. Yeah! I think it looks great. You should be proud of this one. This is intense. Intense lighting. And the fact that you even did it, props to you. And it wasn't for a server challenge. It was just for funsies. But hey, the new challenge is to redraw, so you could always redraw this. But yeah, good job. Yay, Crow. Alright, we're off to a crazy start. How long did that take me? 30 minutes? Yeah. I'm not going to get through a lot of these today. That's okay. Alright. So this is the next one. This is from Unicorn. Open up. It's, which horse is this? Scootaloo? Is that who this is? It looks like Scootaloo. Oh, but she doesn't have wings. Maybe it's an OC pony. I think this is an OC pony. Never mind. It's a pony. Which pony it is? Don't know. Alright. So what do they say? It is an OC. Oh, you're here. It looks a lot. It has the same color palette as Scootaloo. That's why I was confused. I was like, is this Scootaloo? But it doesn't have wings, and it has a different cutie mark. I remember something about My Little Pony. Lighting and color. Okay, sick. Let's do that. Alright. So, whenever I do color, I immediately check the grayscale. It's the first thing to check. And already I can tell we're missing a lightest light and a darkest dark. This is a lot of midtones. If I make it really small, you can tell, like, from far away. It's getting a very muted, with the colors when they are all visible like this, in the grayscale. So always check your grayscales, especially if you're going for a painting kind of vibe, because when you paint like this, it's the like, variety is important. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over it with some color blending stuff so we can pop out those colors. Throw an overlay over it. Let's see. Do I have... Not exactly what I'm looking for. Shoot. Now somebody sent me... Let me see if I can get this brush. Sorry guys, I gotta find a specific brush. Somebody sent me it. Where is it? My coworker sent me this brush that I've been meaning to download. Maybe... Oh, it's in a different chat. Oh, shoot. I will find the brush. Where did he send it? Oh, we chat too much. Okay, hold on. It's literally a link to a Photoshop brush. It shouldn't be hard to find. Oh my god. This is what I get. Oh, I found it. This is what I get for not downloading this earlier. Okay, I got it. Let's import some brushes, guys. New brush group. I'm gonna call it Art Studio. You guys get to watch me do this. Hope this is entertaining. Import brushes. Hello. Oh, it will not let me import it? Oh wait, how to install? But I know how to install. Oh, interesting. How do I do this? Alright, I'm learning. Go to tool presets. Okay. Where is that? Is that here? Brush setting. Tool preset. Okay. Let's see. New tool preset? Yes? Cancel. Oh, wait. I think I see. Wait. I'm learning things, guys. I'm learning about Photoshop. Load, save, replace. Load? Oh. Downloads. Oh. Please work. Give me these brushes. Oh. Oh my god, it worked. Great. These are all going in here. Beautiful. Look at me. I'm the technological master. Alright, I got brushes. Okay, so one of these should hopefully do what I want it to do. We'll find out. Trash. We're all learning about Photoshop's technology today. Okay, I have so many brushes. Okay. Do any of these do what I want? Let's find out. Oh no. Oh no, now it's loading. Did I make a mistake? Did I crash Photoshop? Oh no. I'm so sorry, I just wanted to paint. I want a mixer brush. Oh god, I've made a mistake. Oh, it's too much of a mixer brush, isn't it? Huh. What did I do? Guys, I'm so sorry. I just wanted a brush. Is this entertaining? Huh? Oh, that's cool. That's not what I'm looking for, though. Oh, I'm so scared to use this. What is it blending? Oh, it's sampling all layers? No wonder. Get rid of that. Damn. What is this brush doing? Why is it sampling all layers? Oh, it has. Oh, okay, so it has to be. Okay, I understand now. I'm learning. I know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. What's this brush? Oh, that's the one I used before. Okay, I don't want that brush. One day I will figure out how to get my Art Studio brush in here. One day. Okay, I'm just gonna pick a brush that I think looks good. Do I have any gouache ones? It's probably gonna be very. No. I need lower flow. Whatever. Alright, we're just gonna wing it. Okay, so what I wanted to do was to darken some of the sections that could go darker and brighten some of the brights, and hopefully that'll help the grayscale. I'm getting too distracted looking through all of these brushes, so we should stop doing this. These gouache brushes are not the answer. Wet media? so let's see. Is multiply the right answer? I don't know. I never know. Well, let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna photo edit it because I don't care anymore. This painting business is not working. Okay, so let's just do this. Adjustment layers. The easy way. Contrast. I lied. This is not the easy way. I'm just gonna paint it. I'm gonna paint it in the grayscale. What if I did that? I could do that. I'm thinking of ideas because I want to keep the vibe of this thing, but I just don't have the right brush for it, which is making me mad. Maybe if I just stick on the layer. Oh, actually, this brush is nice. I lied. I found a brush. Okay, here we go. Just gonna really lower my opacity a little. I guess flow down. Yeah, that'll do it. Ooh, yeah, that's the smudging I want. Okay. So I want to just bring out some darker colors. Why are you like this? I use some of this background stuff. And then the lights, we're gonna go even lighter. Make that shine. I may have actually just found a pretty good brush. I actually kind of enjoy this brush. Did I just discover the brush I've been missing this whole time? It's an oil brush. I'm gonna put it in my faves. It's in my fave folder now. I have lots of faves in my fave folder. Photoshop is not hard. I teach Photoshop. Don't lie to yourself. Photoshop is super easy. It can just do a lot of stuff. It can do way more than just draw. If all you're doing in it is drawing, it's not hard to do at all. It's when you start to learn all the other stuff that it becomes harder. But that's all the stuff I teach. Yeah. I teach 13-year-olds how to use Photoshop. It's a great time. Try teaching 13-year-olds, teaching them Illustrator. That's a whole other thing. I don't want to talk about it. It's terrible. Terrifying. I still hate Illustrator. Imagine a bunch of middle schoolers using Illustrator. It ain't it. Ain't it, Chief? I'm gonna keep like some of the... So I'm gonna push some of this. You know, give me some of that bright. How are we doing? Ooh, we're getting somewhere. Gotta check the grays as we go. I didn't learn Illustrator in college. I learned it at my first job. My first job was in advertisement. And they taught it to me on the job. So, yeah, college didn't teach me anything. And all the jobs in my city are design-based. Oopsie. I'm gonna bring some of this pink into the body. That'll look nice. Use some of that lighter color over here. I know I'm making it a little muddier, but hopefully the idea is visible. You know what also? What's the... Ooh, you know why? I might darken the background. Hold on. That could help pop it out more too. Let's do it. I want to try something. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it found it. Select inverse. Yes. I love the object select tool. Okay. Adjustments. I'm gonna darken the background a bit. I'm gonna do it to that side too. Ah, that ain't it. I'm gonna darken this side a bit too. That'll make her pop out more. Corel. I have not heard the word. I have not heard that being said in a long time. I have not heard anyone speak the words of Corel Painter in many a year. Oh yeah, I like that. Brighten up this side. Ooh, I like that. Okay, we getting somewhere. Look at this. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Should just do masks for everything. Masks are like life-saving. Life-changing masks. No, keep that dark. Okay, how's the gray? Woo, okay. Alright, we're getting there. Push it a little more. But I think this is looking nice. Really boosting out the contrast in the shadows. Trying not to lose the form of this beautiful creature. But sacrifices might need to be made. Some of his hair's gotta... The mane has to get a little darker too. Like back here, I think. And then we have the eyelash. Not as smooth as it could be, but it's something. I'll say that. Okay. I like this. Might add a little bit more once it like the front here. I'm just wondering if like when you shade it, I wonder if, oh, I have an idea. Can I add like a little bit of a red? Because I feel as though the shading is becoming very blackish, and I feel as though it might look nicer with like a hint of red in the shading instead, which I'm gonna figure out how to add without making this look weird. Oh. Bear with me. I have a different idea. Right. saturation, baby. Add that saturation. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Some of that like pink from the hair would be nice as like the shadow color in the bottom. Oh yeah, just like that smidge of color. I don't know. Purple hues. Yeah, I think it's because you might have been going more for a blue. I think with that main color being like a bright, it's like a violet. It's reddish pink. I don't know what color that main is, but I think you should probably go for more of a red tint in that than a purple tint. Just because it but you can also always go over it. I always add. Here's my little trick. I add an overlay to everything. I'm a crazy person. I add a color overlay to everything, and then I like lower the opacity of it. I usually do a gradient because I think it looks pretty. Like a light to a dark gradient. And I think it always brings the colors out more too. See? Look at that. I just added a gradient right now. Ooh, flip that. Bam. Something subtle like that already. Bam, bam. It like pops it out more. I think I've overdone this. I think we're done. So, whatever I just did is something. Just the last little check, and then this is the other version. I'll show you the blacks and whites first. So here was the old grayscale. And then here was the new grayscale. Before I show you the colors, because seeing it in grayscale is a different vibe. What did I do? Change the background a little bit to be darker and lighter to help pop the character out. We added more highlights and shadows to like refine it in. And then without the grayscale, we have this, and then we added more of a red vibrancy to the colors. I don't know if this was, I don't know. It's bright now. I don't know if it's too bright. Maybe it's too bright. This is it without the overlay. Still the same vibe though. Yeah. That's it. You just gotta push your grays. Push your value scale a lot more. The overlay is just a little trick. You don't have to do the overlay. I love the overlay though. A personal preference. But yeah, I like this drawing. If I feel like this is something you can keep working at. This looks like an easy thing to open up again and add some of those lights back into. I feel as that's not hard to do. But it's very cute. And I like this. I like how you draw the pony. I like it a lot. So, good job. Huzzah. We did another one. Perfect. 30 minutes per each. This seems to be the way it's going. Okay. We're moving on. Yay! Next, we have Alien Mozzarella. Sent this cute little girl in. I'm assuming. Cute character. Look at this little one. Wow. What a cute drawing. What did they say? So, Alien Mozzarella says, it's kind of old, but they feel it's one of the best poses that I've done. They feel, there's a lot to be fixed. They want help making the anatomy look correct with foreshortening. Okay. And we're doing anatomy again, guys. Here we go. Wow. Alright. So, let's do what I did again, where I figure out what's going on under the clothes first. Before, whoopsie. I did not mean to do that. I only pulled the whole thing up. So what's going on below? before we know what's going on top. Alright, I'm gonna have to interpret the shoulders. Give me a second to figure this out. Why is my eraser so small? Dun dun dun. Huzzah. Following the lines to my best ability. That's the thumb. The hand is there. Alright. So. Interesting. Let's see. Short arms, big hands. Okay, they did say that they wanted to do foreshortening, so I'm gonna be under the assumption that we're trying to make some of the body parts look closer than others. You know what they say about assumptions, so I may be wrong. But something I definitely am noticing, like, right away is, like, is that right? Huh. Yeah, that is where the eye is. Something just feels off about where that eye is. Anybody else feel that? I think she's just got a really big forehead. I don't know. If I, like, trace it a little better. No, it's still there. This is the third. You are correct. Okay. So we'll do the thing where we make the drawing changes, and we go from there, and I will talk myself through it as I go. Head first. So I think the head should probably come in more. I think the head's too wide on one side. If you guys see what I'm talking about, like this section here should probably come in more. Especially because we're at an angle a little bit. We're not looking head on at the character, so we would not see. And again, we're following we're following the chin, right? Actually, I wonder if the chin itself should just be moved over a little. That could help it. Because then the rest of the face would follow that. So I think because the chin is like this, imagine the chin as the center point of the head. So wherever the chin is where the nose should line up to. And that chin and nose here don't actually line up. So we could scooch over the chin a little and it should help with the rest of it. But then I think this eyeball could get pushed just a tiny bit over. And then actually this one would be out more and this one would be in more because we're not head on, right? So the pigtails would also be affected. Okay, now we're moving on. We have, again, more belly buttons. Lots of belly buttons today. So this leg is going to be straight. That we know. And I think we got to fix the shape of that foot a little bit. It might be too small, the foot. But then this, I believe, we're going for more foreshortening here. So I'm going to lift the leg up a little. Put the foot back a little more. I think maybe that'll help. Oh, you know what'll help? I have a different idea. Wait. I'm changing my mind. It's more so like, that's where the butt is. I'm gonna make it cross. So it's out more. And then the foot would be, yeah? I don't know. What do you think about that, chat? Yes, no, maybe so. I think having it cross it more, like the knee goes in front of the back foot, really helps with that. It enhances it more. You know, the pose. It really differentiates the front and back leg a lot better too. Yeah. And then we have the arm. So this arm is definitely too short. So we're gonna have to just extend it a little more. And then this arm, I'm going for the understanding, based off of the text, that this was supposed to be like closer to us, like foreshortened. So we have to show that in the arm itself more. Like it's coming at us. That's just my interpretation of how the text was written, because it talked about foreshortening. Alright. Okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna see if it can do it. Find the character. It didn't find it. No! Damn. Okay. Sometimes the object select works, sometimes it does not. Alright. I'm gonna remove the background for ease of use. Ease of edit. The background shall remove. Here it goes. Oh, whoops. How long will stream be? I'm aiming for 2 hours minimum, but if I go past 2 hours, that's okay. But I am streaming again on Sunday. More critiques. So I will be back again this week. That's the fun of January stream. Okay. So let's start with the easy stuff. Oh, we got like a little pencil brush here. Good. That I have. I'm just going to start by moving that chin over a little bit. Just a tad bit. Okay. good start. I don't want to change her face shape, but cool. Next, just want to drag that eye over a little bit. Sorry for all the fun hair details, but I just gotta do it. Just a little bit over. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, that head looks great. I just gotta also do this, so we're gonna push it in a little tiny bit, I believe. So let's do that. Get the line in a little bit. Okay. Small steps. Okay. So I wanted to bring this out a little more, right? And then the pigtail part. To show the perspective. And then this one would go in more. That's close enough. Okay. I'll just throw this back together real quick. Wonderful. Okay, I'm noticing one pigtail is longer than the other. Let's match the lengths. Does that coincide? Does it make sense that the squinting eye is angled upwards? Feel like it shouldn't be. The other eye is angled upwards. Oh, is it angled upwards? Oh, I see what you mean. I don't really know if it's a big deal. Could just be like making it more round like this. Could help, but I don't think that was such a big, life-changing component. I think that's a minuscule detail. Stylized eye. Okay, so now let's do this. This hand's gonna be the hardest one. So I'm gonna take the hand out here. I'm gonna take this hand out here. So this one we already know, it just needs to be longer. Need that like dark brown color. I'm just gonna cheat the system. Pretend these are connected. No one will know. Alright. Wild. I'm not going to draw the hand, but pretend there's a hand here. Beautiful hand. A plus. A plus hand. Oh. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Gorgeous hand. Love it. Love it. Love it. Look at that hand. Okay. I'm not putting effort into that hand. Yeah, the cloak will be changed. I didn't do anything about the clothes yet. I've gone all anatomy. Because there's a lot I could talk about the skirt too. The skirt's not flowing correctly either, but we're not on that. We're on the actual anatomy part as of right now. Okay, so perspective it. Me love Warpy Tool. Me and Warp Tool are besties. Just gonna define. I think we need more of a wrist in some of this just to help define it. That hand sure is coming at me. I'm not redrawing the hand. I ain't got that in me. I don't got that in me right now. Alright. Okay, let's remove this leg. At the knee. Whoopsie. And then this part of the leg. These part of the leg. I'm going to bring up. This is where the whole skirt would become different too, because of this. And then this. And now the foot. It's a little busted. Let's unbreak that leg. Those poor ankles. Gonna reconnect the lines. And now I gotta move this. Blah, blah, blah. I ain't touching that skirt right now. And then this foot is a little wonky. What did we do with that foot? You know what? I gotta move the whole flap. I'm getting somewhere with this. lines. Oh, I think her head is too big. Ready? The squeeze. I always do the squeeze to my own art, because I always draw my heads too big too. That looks better. Okay, don't mind the mess that is here, but this now, if we were to get this done, we actually should see, like this would be more, like if we want the flappiness here. I don't know, I feel like you're trying to cover up something, so we gotta just, you gotta, I know what it is you're covering up, but I don't think it should be as poofy then, if we're doing that. Or it should poof more like that. And this as well would come a little more, that side's fine, but we would see more of the inside here. Oh, whoops. I don't think I'm going to redraw the skirt because that's a lot of effort. But yeah, this as well, like following that. I don't really know what the fabric here is. I feel as we're going very magical girl here. Alright, I'm just going to keep it as a red line to make my life easy. But, oh, we have this background that I will now reinstate into existence. And I will put her, you know, she's fine. She'll stick out of the background, it's fine. Okay, I think, that's it. Yes? I'm just gonna leave it as a red line for the skirt, but, here we go. So we have our changes here. What did we do? Let's recap. I shifted the chin slightly and one of the eyes slightly. And I shifted the side of the head a little bit, as well as made one of the pigtails closer to us than the other in order to show that, like, we are looking at one half of the head more. And then we have, we foreshortened the arm more. I did not redraw the arm. I just worked it, and I elongated the other arm. We stuck that other leg out more and fixed some of the leg, the feet, the sizing, and the ankles of them. And then I added like a quick sketch of like clothing, but I didn't edit the clothing. But that is what was done. And then here is the old version. Oh yeah, and I also squeezed the head because the head was big. Yeah, so new, old. Yeah. This character's cute, and I like the thought is there, but definitely, you know, foreshortening is rough. It's not easy to do. So props to you for trying, because it is hard. But yeah, we have this like magical girl character. Yeah, I like this guy. I like this little character. Okay. Yay. We have done it. That's another one for the books. Okay. Let's move on, guys. Still with me? I haven't driven you crazy yet. Alright, so this is from Kit, who sent like a kind of trio, a fake screenshot kind of vibe we got going on here. And what did Kit say? So Kit says, any critique really, goal is just improve skills. This is a recent one. Yeah, okay. So anyway, I think this one we can do. I think this could get the same treatment as the My Little Pony one, where we do some grayscale checks, because I think at this point this is really pretty, but I'm wondering if it's my only worry, like I've seen it for a lot of their art lately, is a lot of the colors tend to blend together. Like if I zoom out, it feels hard to tell one object from the other, especially because they tend to go very monocolor with like their color palettes. So I'm wondering if we can do a similar thing here, where we boost some of the shadows and highlights to help it pop. Yeah, let's do it. I think that can help. So let's see. Also, what would be cool, I know it's monocolored, but I wonder if there's like a moment where you can like add in like another color to really like help it. But that's just a thing you can think about on your own. I'm not going to do it here, but it could be cool to like have a moment of like a red. Like this could be cool if there's like a moment of red in here to like pop it out, or a yellow. A bright yellow would be cool too. There's already some yellow, but like I meant like, yeah, just more of that. That would be nice. Okay. So let's boost it out more. Let's do the same thing. Darken those darks and lighten those lights. I'm just gonna be coming. This is just an overpainting stream now, guys. That's what I do here. Is I overpaint. Oopsie. I didn't mean to zoom out like that. That was my bad. Especially like here. It's hard to tell where the hair ends and the face begins. So definitely defining that a little better. Because I think like the hair and the eyes are really like one and the same. Could help to have differentiation. Define the features. Like where is that arm? Oh, I made it. Big brush bigger. Oh, there's a hand here too. Yeah. Okay. Same with the background, like defining those shadows here. Brush definitely got like a messy vibe now. The more I use it, the more I'm learning about this brush. It's quite messy. I'm also speedrunning this. Could probably shade it better if I It wasn't speedrunning. And then smoke. I'm gonna boost the smoke a little. That'd be cool. We got these like the moments here. Even though she's blurry, she's still got defined features, you know. Some more lights. Pretend I mixed that better. Glass bottle shine more? Yeah. There's a glass bottle? Oh, there is a glass bottle. I see it. I didn't even realize that this was here. Thank you for pointing it out. Define it more. I agree. It feels important. Where does one part of the clothing end and the other begin? Same here. The bag. Right, where's the bag end? I'm just gonna like put the hand back in. Well, I'm gonna add some yellow into this to make it reflect the cigarette more. Alright, I think I'm getting to the end here. I don't want to overdo it, but I've definitely put up some more contrast. Let's look at the grayscale now. I'm not really going for perfection here, but I think if you look, this is the new grays and that's the old grays. Tried to pop it out more. I don't know. It's very subtle because it's a lot happening here. But I think it helps to like just define, especially when you're going so monochromatic and like a lot of the outfits are the same and you're not doing line art. It's important to define edges more with the shadows, because your shadows will play and your highlights will play as your line art basically. Yeah, I don't know if you guys in chat have any thoughts. This is very messy. But I think that's definitely something to help, defining the features of the characters is use your shadows. I may have gone overboard, but I think the idea is there. Okay. Yeah, that's it for Kit. Huzzah! Let's move on. Thank you, guys. Wow. Okay. Okay. This one is from Little Demon Bunnies. Great name. Wow. Making important elements. Yeah. I don't know if I think they go for that whole single color vibe. I think it's like part of their vibe. I think it looks nice as long as you can differentiate, but definitely adding like a moment of different color, like the yellow or the red, would be really nice. Okay, what does this person say? So Little Demon Bunny says, piece they did last month, which means November, because they submitted this January, in December. I like the composition. I feel the background is lacking. Background. Okay, how to make the background more lively. We're talking composition. I don't think we've talked composition yet today, have we? Okay. So, I guess I just want to like quickly go through what I'm looking at in this composition we're looking at here. So we have our main focus here in this like corner space. And then we have a lot of dark, I guess, because a lot of composition can be done by shadows. So we have dark. We have the darkness here for this mass, right? And then we have more mid-tone here for the character. And then we have a little bit lighter. And then we have our lightest on the wall here. And then, let's see. And then it kind of gets a little darker here. And then darker here. So I'm just looking at it as this like grayscale blob that I have created. It'll help you see what is important visually in this piece. Because this black mass feels more important than the actual character itself. Because it's so much darker than every single other part of this piece. So, who just said that? Coco said cropping it. Yes, I agree. If we get closer to this person, I want to keep it the same composition. So if I go like this, if we get closer, it can definitely help. You can still have the character be off in the corner, but now the character feels less non-important, I guess. It felt less important when it's zoomed out. What else? The perspective is wonky on this background for sure. Just gonna draw the room. So if I'm following this is my room, right? That means that this line down here should be parallel, and that should be the toilet. Parallel lines, that, and that, and then these are my construction lines. Love them for me. So then that means, let me do the zoom in part. I'm going to zoom this in as well. Okay, so the toilet itself is a little funky. Let's work that bad boy into place. And then there would be like a line going down. That's too big. Look at me doing my construction. Look at me doing my perspective. You gonna load? Okay. Wait, it'll just freeze on me. Okay. So then this part is now background. And then this is toilet. And then we have toilet seat. Still a little wonky, but gets the job done. And then toilet bowl. Okay. I have a question for audience. Does your toilet in your bathroom sit against the wall or in the middle of the floor? Just answer in chat. Does your toilet sit against a wall, like with the water tank hitting the wall? Or is it away from the wall? Like it doesn't touch the wall at all? Yeah. So, this toilet is free floating in the middle of the room. Toilets don't tend to sit randomly in the middle of the room. So, that's a problem with this composition to begin with, is it doesn't make sense. This floor, we actually shouldn't see this floor. Especially because there's like nothing on the walls. So we actually wouldn't see. If this is the line, it would be like the floor itself would be down by wherever this is, like the base. Maybe there's like a small gap, but it would not be this big. Yeah, it would not sit in the middle of the room, which could help with some of this. It could help me feel more cramped, you know, if you push the if you move the wall down, the floor down, suddenly your composition is getting a little more cramped, which is I think what we're going for, because we want this like spooky feeling, right? It's not supposed to feel comfortable to look at this. That's at least the vibe I'm picking up. I'm supposed to feel uncomfortable. And then I can use this here, like the darker color for that one floor moment. Which now is going to solve my actual toilet seat problems. Because this is the bowl. I should see more bowl. Okay. That line's not straight either. Okay. So we're getting somewhere. I think. Still feels a little funky. I'm gonna warp it again. Character was first and the background was an afterthought. Yes, I definitely can see that. I do agree. It does feel like... There we go. That's better. I knew something was weird with that. I agree, yeah. But the background doesn't feel as like... It's just like I put them in a room just to put them in a room. Someone brought up these goopy things earlier. Framing the character. I agree. So... With this, if there was more of these coming, you know, really coming like out and around, like maybe not just on the floor, maybe they're really coming at the character, you know, could help add to that, you know, unsettling vibe going on here. When in doubt, center your composition. Climbing the walls. Ooh, that's cool. Maybe they're like dripping. Dripping off the... There we go. I just figured out the answer. Drip it off the walls. Literally, like, that's such a great, like, way to make it feel like the walls have a purpose. Is add the drips. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do that. Let's just do that. Let's just make it drippy. You know? Give the walls purpose. It's got the goop. It's got the... There could be eyes on this drip, you know? Can't. No. Please fill in for me. Pretty please. Thank you. Why won't you fill? There we go. Yeah. This is getting spooky. And then you can have, like, the eyeballs dripping. I'm just... giving away all these great ideas. Darker. Yeah, I could agree. Let's do it. Oops, didn't mean to do that. There we go. There we go. And then I think in general, what we can do is darken it and apply. I have an idea. Now, I'm going to use the wonder that is a mask and bring out the lights. Beautiful. Look at that. Wonderful. Wow. I love masks. What else we have? Oh, it'd be cool if we have like a... Maybe there's a window that we can't see that's like shining down. Oh, can I lower? I can't. What if there's like off-screen skylight or something? Ooh, I'm getting ideas. We're getting ideas here. And then... We're going crazy here, guys. This is it. We're lighting this. We're lighting this piece. I can still apply to the goop. Okay, it's getting cuckoo. Let me... I also boosted the contrast. That could help it. Okay, make some of the goop hit the floor. Yeah, that could work. Just gotta remember what the heck color I used. I'll just extend some of these. Some more goopiness. Goopier goop. Goopy goop. Maybe there's some goop on the side of the toilet. Oh! The goop has reached the toilet seat. It's encroaching. Anyway. I don't know what we just did, but we made a piece. This is a thing, alright. Huzzah, I think. I don't want to go too dark. I want to make sure we can see the goop. That's pretty good. Okay. So I think this is good. So let's just recap what we talked about. The focal point, making sure that it's, taking up a good amount of space, so we cropped it in. The darkest and the lightest moments, using your grayscales to, whatever's important should be either be the darkest or the lightest, usually. That will help pop it out. Before it was very one note, especially without the dark. The background was very similar to the character. Making sure that the actual location makes sense. So, if you're drawing a toilet, make sure it's a wall. This could easily be like a bathroom stall. That's what I'm getting, especially because there's not a sink next to it. Usually a home bathroom would have a sink next to it. This looks more like a public bathroom to me. So this could possibly be a public restroom where there's not a toilet, a sink in the toilet. Making sure the perspective of the objects in the space makes sense to the actual space. So checking your perspective lines, using 1 point or 2 point perspective, actually drawing a grid or downloading a grid from the internet. And then using the whole space. So we added more dark to the sides and the walls, so the walls don't feel bare. Is making sure that the walls are being used and they're not empty. And then we just adjusted some lighting to help it pop out more, again with that grayscale thing. And yes, Swishery says, think about the space first. Yes, if it's about the, if the piece is a character piece, the background is part of the character. So think about that as, part of the illustration of the character. Okay, so let's do a reveal. Here is the new one with our little changes, and here is the old one, how it used to look. So yeah, you can see how the cramped feeling of the crop and the goop on the walls also adds to like the claustrophobia of the composition. Very much so. And I think we're going for that. This is not a happy piece. So cramping your composition can help it make it feel not happy. Okay. Yay! Okay, I think we can do one more at least today. Woo! Let's keep going. Alright. This is from Callisto. We got this character with a glowing orb in their hands. We're doing so much lighting today. Is today lighting day? We've done a lot of lighting. Okay. So, Callisto says, recent piece, worried about lighting because you're struggled with light coming from an object instead of a larger source. Sure, let's do the lighting, baby. How did I know? Okay, so again, let's grayscale check first and foremost. I do know exactly what the problem is here, but when in doubt, check your grayscale, and as you can see, the lightest light and the darkest dark are not getting super dark, especially because the orb is the lightest point, so everything near it should be very light. So if we were to go about this, this is your lightest point, right? This orb should be almost pure white, in the center, making it glow. And then everything here around it would now become lighter. Because of that, let's do it. This too would be lighter. I think that you had the right idea as to how you were going about this, but I think you just didn't commit to, I think you're just scared of the light. Like, you were scared to make it lighter. And you shouldn't be scared of light. Let the light, speak to your art. Let it do its thing. Light. points where the dark stuff in the back would become pretty much black, or almost black. Very dark. Can't find the object. Oh, give up on that. Whatever. Guess the background will stay. I'm just kind of like, oh, this works. Click, click, click. Cutting out the background. My least favorite part. Okay. Okay. One or two. Oh, I have one. I'm gonna darken the background slightly. Just like a tad. I always boost the contrast. That seems to always be a go-to. This should not be normal. Oh, not that. Does it look better with multiple? No. Okay. Wow. Kind of gotten to the gist of it at this point. But, yes. This part. Getting a little overdoing it maybe, but it's okay. It happens. Doing one more pass where I'm like just normal. Especially if you got metal things, that's also going to be different, but okay. I would love to see, I'm going to do this. I'm going to add a second glow because what would be nice would be seeing the color from the orb affect the outfit itself. The color of the what is that color I just used? I'm gonna add it in. Like adding just like a tad of that color in more to the other objects would be And then we can do this, my go-to, as I always do with everything I do. It's a freaking overlay gradient. Overlay gradient is a great way to boost your colors. We'll see what it looks like. We don't have to keep it if it looks bad, but I got like a dark blue. We got a circle. Overlay. Look at that. Look at that! Woo! You love to see it. If I take the background. No, the background looks cool with it. Okay. But do you see how that, like, that small moment, now it really gets dark comparative to this. And it also has that tint of the glow. How long am I going to stream? This one didn't take long. What's next? This might be, I would say this would be the last one. It might still be. I'm looking at what's next. Because it's more lighting. I feel like we've done a lot of lighting today. Yeah, this is probably the last one. But, here we go. Alright, I think we're good. I like this. Okay, let's look at the differences. So, I guess the grayscale first. So you can see this starting point with the new one, where the light source is the orb. And then we have the old one with the light source as the orb. The grayscale values, you can see the, whoopsie, how different, how dramatic the difference is. And then with the colors, we have like a tint from the orb itself versus this one where it's a lot flatter. So the biggest thing is just don't be afraid of your lights. Don't be afraid of them and your shadows. You know, I think that's the, honestly, I think that's the message for today is don't be afraid of the shadows. Because I think multiple people we've seen today could have done for pushing their lights and darks more. So I think that's the message for today's stream. Yeah. I think that's it. Unless anyone has anything else to add. That's going to probably be the last one for today. How many did we do? We did 6 today. That's a lot. Damn. Okay. So what I'll probably be doing is I'm gonna delete the things I've already gone through. So next week when I start, the newest one is right on top. So I know where to start next week. And feel free to keep posting because, not next week. I'm going to be streaming on Sunday. Sunday is my next stream, and then I'll have to put out next week's. I'm not sure. I'll probably stream only once next week because I have a busy week next week. But these streams will be continuing into the new year, to the other months of this year. So don't worry if I don't get to you right now because these streams will keep going. A once a month occasion. Okay, yeah, I think this was a good return to the stream. I hope you guys had fun. And, you know, I don't know what else to say. Thank you guys for joining me and chatting with me and looking at art with me and submitting your art. If you submitted, thank you. You are still welcome to do so. Yeah. I'll post the highlights. No, I'll post this very shortly if you missed it and you want to go back. But yeah, I miss doing these. These are always fun. I like seeing your guys' art. It makes me happy. Alright. Until next time, I'll see you all on Sunday.